like it when you waffle, Tom, because it stops me from waffling.
Have a look, that Oscar November station is still there.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, the Oscar November 7 Oscar Foxtrot. I wonder if you're hearing me. This is M0 Mike Sierra Whiskey. The name is Mark. Over.
Yeah, okay, sorry, I cannot talk because the family members are sleeping. It's Oscar November 7, Oscar Foxtrot. Go on YouTube and search for my call sign. I'm gonna go silent, over.
Yeah. Okay, matey. Yes, very nice. Thank you very much. Yes, only he said just go on YouTube and just put the call sign in. So I trust you're receiving us at a nice wide bandwidth and not making us all sound like a group of rubber bands. So no, very nice. A very good evening to you anyway. You take it, Bernard.
G4ZUJ, and good evening to Tim, and good evening Ian. Around to you, Tim, and how are you, copy, over?
Yeah, very Bernie,
yeah,
you're
do you know what, the band is a little bit
very loud, and other times you're quite quiet, so...
yeah, the band's a little bit bad, you're down a lot lower than you normally are, but you're down in the 5 and 9 region, so no problem at all. It's been a bit rubbish the last few nights, actually. It's been dying quite early. But yeah, good to hear you anyway. Back to you, Bernard.
Okay, sorry, Tim, but you doubled with Ian then. Both of you come on at the same time. You're about plus 10. So, Ian, I'll chuck it over to you and I'll have a look at what you were doing. Go ahead, please, Ian.
Yeah, you're varying, Bernie. Sometimes you're very strong, sometimes you're quiet. I have to ask you, though, did anyone send you a video this afternoon, Bernie?
No, I don't think so. I'd have to know. I don't think so.
Oh, well, I haven't got you in my contacts, so one of the others will have to send it to you, but I'm not quite sure where it came from, but I think it could be you, Bernie.
Okay, what's going on, gentlemen?
So send it inside. We think we've... I'm listening to this chap's live stream.
M0VDO back.
We think we've cut and done to something, Bernie. We think we've sussed you out.
Regarding what?
You're sounding concerned now, Bernard. Yeah, we think we've sussed you out. Tony came across a video on the internet and he sent it to me saying, is this Bernard?
Yes.
We're absolutely sure it's you, Bernard, so I'm just going to send it to you. So you can let us know when you filmed it, Bernard, over.
I doubt it. I'll have a look now on the phone.
M0VDO. Any better, lads?
Oh, can hear Stevie in there, Tone, but he's right down again.
I just asked everything on the web. None of it's made any difference.
Come on now.
It's 10:15 over to me, EBJ is.
Wow, you're just above my noise floor now.
Am I? Oh, well, you need to sort it out then, Marky.
Really low with me.
So what's the RF like near? Is there much RF in the audio, mate?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you, Steve, no problem at all. I'm listening to us all.
Hello, CQ.
I'm listening to us all in...
So is there RF still in my audio, Mr. VDO? Hello, CQ. Hello, CQ.
Yes, I can still hear Mr. Ruffy. That song is by a group called Amnesia, is it? Bits and Pieces is the tune, yeah?
Ah, it rings a bell, that name, Tom. Yeah, I remember that tune. Yeah, we at least we've sussed Bernie out anyway.
Okay, that looks more like Eddie the Eagle.
He even speaks like you when he does it.
Oh, great.
Come on, Bernie, say it again, Eddie the Eagle.
Yeah, I said he looks more like Eddie the Eagle than me.
That's definitely Bernie, Eddie.
Honestly, Bernard, I come across that video this morning, and I thought to myself, do you know what? I think 20, 25, maybe 30 years ago, this was our Bernard.
I doubt it very much. I'm the heaviest I've ever been at the present moment, Tony.
Well, the face is a dead ringer.
It was only in jest, it was, Bernard. It was in jest. It just reminded me of you. But I'll tell you what the likeness was, Bernard. It was the hairstyle. That's what made me think it looked like you.
Not everybody's got that hairstyle, see, Tony. It's very elite.
That's what I mean. It was the curls that I was referring to.
I like the pants he's wearing, I do. I might try and find some of them.
Tony, I thought he was going to say it was the Brill cream I had.
Well, yeah, the Brill cream. Those Thunderpants he's wearing, they are one hell of a big pair of budgie smugglers.
Well, I had visions of us all getting some of them, mate. Voodoo audio on it and going to a rally in them. I sent it to me boss.
Well, just listening to you all on this live stream. Well, it doesn't sound too bad, actually.
No, I was listening to that, John, actually. I've got YouTube going now. I did say hello to him. I don't know if he's noticed yet, but he may reply shortly. What would we do then? If we had them made as voodoo pats, Marky, would we have a big V right where the Corey would be?
Oh dear. Yeah. Oh dear. Is the band getting better?
Oh, it's up and down like a JoJo, isn't it?
Good evening, every peoples.
Oh my God.
Oh, Chris, G0VBI.
Eubanks.
Yes, it's the Eubank. I'm here with a punch.
Hello, Chris. I'm just going to go and quickly grab a drink.
And a cheeseburger on her.
Chris, I had two. Tony will like the sound of this as well. Today, my good old mum cooked me. I had two bacon double cheeseburgers. So 4 quarter pounders, Chris.
Very nice. Well, yeah, very nice in one sense, but don't forget you're eating dead animal pieces.
Yeah, you can't fault a bit of pig and a bit of cow and a bit of, but yeah. Okay, mate, round to you, Chris. I'm just going to go and get a drink.
Yeah, all right, mate. I just wanted to apologise for yesterday evening. My phone dropped and bloody battery came out and I logged back in and I just didn't know what to do. I thought, sod it, I'm going to bed. So sorry for disappearing abruptly yesterday, but it was very interesting. I was very shocked, I have to say. It was a nice surprise, but I was very shocked to have been commanded on my phone in such a way and see all these faces on my screen. It's quite bizarre. Anyway, good evening to one and all. I'm not sure who's on. I've only heard you, Mark, and you, Tony. So very good evening to you both. I'll take it Mark's gone off for a drink. So over to you, Tony. Sorry, mate, can't remember your call sign. I'm still a beginner on these bands from G0ZUJ.
Yeah, okay, Chris. No problem at all. G0VBI from M0VDO. Yeah, good stuff, Chris. Lovely to hear you on HF. And it was even nicer to see you on the cam as well. That was brilliant. Yeah, well, we have, I don't know, about 7 or 8 of us on here, I think. You have Ian, John, Bernie, Neil, Tim, Marky, of course, Steve, EBJ. God, there's loads of us on here, Chris. So I'll chuck it up in the air and let the boys give you a shout. And you're not a bad signal with me, considering the band's in a real awful shape. But hopefully it'll stabilise and get a little better as the evening progresses. Well, it'll go one way or the other, that's for sure, up or down. So, and the way it's been the last few nights, it'll probably be straight off the edge of a cliff, the way it's worked the last few evenings. Anyway, I'll check it round to John. M7RSD from M0 video.
Yep, M0VDO, M7RSD returning with the group. Yeah, I was just listening on the YouTube channel, the live stream. Doesn't sound too bad actually. And I was just reading a few of the evening comments on there, but all sounds good. And everybody sounds pretty good on there to me, so hopefully I sound okay myself. But yeah, all good. Now I can hear myself coming back on the PC. I'll just say good evening to Neil. I haven't spoken to Neil. 2E0KAX. Hope you're well, Neil. M7RSD.
What's that receiving at time?
What a pain in the ass. M0VDO. Ah.
I can hear you in there, Steve.
Yeah, I can hear the RF and all, bloody thing.
You got no RF now?
Are you sure? I think there is, isn't there? No?
Hang on a minute. I'm not hearing you very strong. As soon as you go up a bit stronger, mate, I'll be able to tell you.
I think there is, but there we are.
Oh, yeah, you've still got a tiny bit. You come right up there. You've still got a tiny bit, but it's nowhere near as bad.
Well, I'll keep it playing, and that's all I can do. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, well, I'll keep it playing.
Oh, it's getting there, mate. It's getting there. I mean, I can tell the levels are much better now, Steve. I can hear the levels are much better. But obviously the RF is a problem. It's definitely something to do with the earthing arrangement anyway, because that's totally changed it now. So there'll be a winning combination somewhere, Steve. Get yourself a nice fresh pint of beer ready, mate, and roll a couple of fags and take your time.
It's called to 20 over now.
Hello, Mr. Nell. You okay, mate?
I couldn't hear Mr. Ruffy now.
Wow. Okay, I'll take the reins just because nobody's speaking, and go ahead, Tim. What have you been up to today? You've been messing around with a piece of gear, so come on, reveal all, Tim. No secrets in this group. M0KEP, M0MSW.
You returning? Well, today, it was the other day I was messing around with it all, actually. Today, I'm back at work, so... yeah, back in the office all week this week, unfortunately. So I've messed about with some, I've got some dynamic EQ, I've got a de-esser, so a bit of multi-band compressor on here now. What have I got? And a vintage limiter. So I don't know whether you're hearing me well enough actually to tell the difference tonight between me turning this limiter on and off, but it'd be quite good if you could give me an opinion between the audio of me turning it on and off. Have you got me any sort of reasonable signal, Marky, back to you?
Yes, I have, Tim. I have indeed, mate. You're about 10 dB at the moment, but if you've got the limiter set right, you shouldn't be able to detect it anyway, Tim. It should, if it's set right, it should go to a certain level and stuff, but undetected.
Yeah, it's got a sort of a tone to it. You're 20 over with me, so that this is the limiter on, and then when I turn it off, so the gain should be the same, but it's got like a characteristic, I can't talk properly, it's got a tube characteristic to it, so that's with it off, and then I'll turn it back on again. So it just makes it sound a bit warmer, I think. How does that sound?
Yeah, well, at the moment, I can't hear your low end, Tim. I can't hear the lows, but the mids, I could actually hear tube emulation in the mid-range then, Tim, over.
Roger. Okay, that's amazing you can't hear the lows. Let me, I'm just going to turn this thing off as well then, so that should get a little bit more low in, but I've still got a bit of a low cut to stop it getting through. How does that sound now? Testing, or 1, 2?
Yeah, there's still no low, Tim. Still no low. It sounds like it's cutting off quite early on the low end. It sounds like it's cutting off quite early, so you've got no lows at all, Tim. It sounds like it's cutting off at about 80 hertz or something like there, maybe.
Okay. Weird. All right. I must admit, I do tend to back the lows off a bit, because when I'm listening to it in the headphones, it starts to sound a little bit boomy. My voice isn't that deep anyway, I suppose, so it's not like the VDO or anything. But yeah, I've got a little bit of back off on that. But I think this will get too boomy if I turn this up. That is going flat through there now, I think. Straight through. Let me just check. I've got so many equalisers in line now. There's a bit of a boost. Don't know. How does that sound now, Marky?
Yeah, that's much better, Tim. Much better, matey. Yeah, it was. I mean, you did have lows to start with. You did have lows, but you had no low. You had no deep lows in there. So I could hear, even though I could hear the lows in your voice, it's almost like it sounded like it rolled up at about 80 hertz or something like that, and it wasn't rolling as deep as it should do. So it makes the transmission sound quite sterile, because it's almost like you've got a low cut on. So it sounds like it's rolled up on the lows. So you end up with just mid-range and top end, and that's how it sort of sounds to me. So you definitely need a lot more deeper lows in there. You know, the lowest fundamental sort of frequencies, I think. Yeah, okay. I'll pass it around to Mr. Tony and just make sure that. But I definitely heard the difference with that tune emulator on Tim, and it did add something nice. It added it seemed to liven the sound up, yeah, in a good way. So, okay, round to you, Mr. Tone, and I wonder if you're hearing the same.
Yeah, okay. M0VDO. Returning with the group, yes, indeed, yeah. I could hear the changes you were making, Tim, and I must say it sounds very good, very, very good. So make sure you lock and load and save, otherwise you'll switch it all off and forget where you were. I'd like to say good evening to Kurt. I can't pronounce your second name, Kurt, so my apologies for that. But that's ON7 Oscar Foxtrot in Belgium, the one doing the live stream. So I'd like to say hello to him. I have had a look on YouTube, and it's a very good stream indeed. So thank you for doing that. I have left a few comments on there for you to read. I think you've replied as well. I think I'll check afterwards. But there we go. So yeah, and we're all bloody good signals into Belgium as well. So we seem to be all making the trip across the pond. So there we go. Yeah, right to you, John. M7RSD. This is M0VDO.
Yeah, M0VDO, M7RSD, returning with the group. Yeah, I did say good evening to Nelly earlier, but I think we disappeared now. I'm not too sure if you're there now, but Nelly, if you're there, good evening to you, M7RSD. And he's bloody gone again, isn't he?
Are you there now?
Yeah, he's gone. He's probably gone to have a fag.
Yeah, he's gone downstairs for a tow rag.
No worries. Who else haven't I spoken to? I haven't said good evening to Neil. I think it's M1KGC. I'm not too sure. Good evening, Ian. M7RSD.
Yeah, good evening, John. Sounding a bit better, and good signal from you. So excellent.
That's good. Yeah, you're 20 over with me, and yeah, sounding good. Yeah, I've just I borrowed another DI box from Tony, and the audio levels seem to be peaking right now. So hopefully it's all working okay, and just maybe a little bit of fine tuning, and I think we should be there.
Hey, Ian, listen to this.
This what, sir?
Listen to this a minute. When I went to see John today, I went and had a cup of tea and something. I had a quick sit in the radio room, and you're not going to believe this. It's what we all dream of, really, on these bands. I had to put his preamplifier on, the preamp now, on 80 metres, unheard of really. I had to put that on number 2 to get an S5 of noise. When he has the IPO on his FT2000, he has a 0. I tell you what, he's got a receive we would all love to have.
Yes, I think that down in Wales has got something similar with his Foursquare. But yeah, very good. a joy to have. I just wanted to make a comment though, in case John didn't. I think last night when the band closed, I can only think that that fella in Birmingham's been watching too much Michael McIntyre. That was my thought, Tom.
Michael McIntyre.
Who?
Him. Oh, you're on about him, JJ. I'm watching the stream now, and thank you very much for the live stream. We're all quite strong over there, aren't we, Tom? Wicked call sign, isn't it? On, off. ON7OWF.
Call sign.
On, off. Very, very, very good call sign. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, so come on, Mr. Bernard, over to you.
Yeah, okay, Marty, I've been listening the same as you guys, and as I told you before, Marty, after hearing that, even on the YouTube, it makes me want to feel like putting a hammer through the whole blooming lot. You know, it's absolutely lousy. Probably, as I mentioned, I got a new set of notches, and I think it's the way I speak, and it's not coming out as clear as I would like. You know, don't know how it sounds to you, but whatever's coming out, and I heard it on YouTube, it's just something I just don't like, you know, and I've got to do something about that because I ain't happy at all.
Yeah. Okay, mate. So you keep going up and down with me, Bernard. You've gone very, very low again. I just wish the band would get a bit better. But I suppose at least we have got a bit of prop anyway. Not like last night. I think the band had shut this time last night, hadn't it? Yeah, ridiculous. But it
Well, I'm listening now, and it sounds very good.
There, Bernie. I could just about hear you. So very difficult indeed. Has Mr. EBJ sorted out that Mr. Gruffy yet?
Where is Mr. Ruffy?
Has he sorted it out yet?
No, I think he's on it now, isn't he? Now he's probably soldering ring terminals on bits of cable, I imagine.
He's probably smoked about 20 fags while he's soldering all the earths on.
It's mad how some people get it, some people don't.
I think he was just attaching some more wires, wasn't he?
Station, you know, with a load of wrap gear and no earth at all, and no ferrets, and they get no RF. I think it is down to antenna design, isn't it? Antenna configuration and earthing scheme, I think. Would you agree with that, Mr. Technical?
No, it is right. I mean, all the three that Mark had RF issues, then Steve has. Every time they've added rack gear, then they've gained the what's it? I think John had, and then Mike obviously wants to be fit for a while. But I mean, I earthed mine straight away, so I've always had a good earth. You've seen mine, Mark, how it is. And I've always put ferrites on the back of all the leads, in and out, so they're on both ends of the leads. So it's only, for what it's worth doing it. But yeah, I mean, everybody's warned that you can't get RF with the rack gear, so it's advisable that you do it properly, or don't do it at all because it won't work. As soon as you've got RF in, you've got to cure it straight away, Mark over.
Did he double again? There's a big double there.
It was doubling with me because when I started talking, there was nobody talking.
Wow.
I'm getting.
You've got two Mr. Technicals, that's the problem.
You are?
I said there are two Mr. Technicals, that's the problem.
Nah.
Hey Mark,
And then
Mike 0 Kilo Echo Papa, is that a bit more bassy in there for you? Does that sound better? Tony or whoever's listening.
Yeah, go again. Sorry, Tim. I was just typing a message on the YouTube. Yeah, go again. Sorry, Tim. Your amplifier's clicked out, is it?
Yeah, so I've now got a bit more bass boost in there below 100 hertz just to try and get a little bit more kind of rumble in the jungle. I don't know if that sounds any better around here.
What are your TX filters on the radio, Tim? Where are you TXing from? I'm 0 to 8K here, so where are you on the low cut?
I'm on 30 hertz. I've got the low cut set to 30 to 7 kilohertz. I'm on.
Right. Okay. Just out of curiosity, put the low cut onto 0. Let's have a listen.
Where's Bernie? Has he gone?
No, I think he's still in there somewhere now.
Right, well that I can only seem to get down to 10 hertz on this thing.
Oh, much nicer.
Better.
Much nicer. It took all the clinicalness away and everything.
Now we are cooking on gas.
Totally different sound, Tim.
Well, I'm blowed. To really make that much difference.
That's
great stuff, isn't it?
Oh yeah, you've almost joined the voodoo crew.
God, sounds nice now.
Totally different, Tim. It sounded very, very clinical and pinched before. Very, very clinical. It sounds quite natural now. I can hear all the low end in your voice sounds normal now, Tim. Before you just sounded like you got mid-range and top end, Tim.
He's almost joined the voodoo.
Do you think I'm a member of the Voodoo Club?
Indeed.
I'm a member of the O. I haven't quite got the U yet, but I've just got the O.
No, I think it's very good. Put a check in the post, Tim. All there. All will be greatly received.
Yeah, put the check in the post and then mark your issues certificate.
Yeah, I can't believe that. 20 hertz. I didn't think you were supposed to hear anything really below 50 hertz.
Well, there we go. I mean, so that radio won't allow you to put the low cut to 0, no?
Well, when we had mine done, Marky will tell you, we went as low as 12 hertz, didn't we, Marky?
Sorry, what was that?
Okay, I'm just going to have a quick fiddle now, see if I can get it lower. I thought it did go to 0, but I'll see what happens.
I'll be surprised if it doesn't. I mean, just out of curiosity, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it at 10, but if you can get it to 0, just try it. That's where mine is anyway, so, yeah. You may find then, of course, Tim, if you can get it down to well, it's fine at 10, but if you can get it to the 0, you may have to wind a few things off a little bit, with the EQs and that, but let's have a listen, see if you can do it, that is.
No, do you know what? It won't go below 10. 10 is the minimum.
Ah, okay. There we go. That's fine. Well, 10. It's absolutely fine at 10. No problems whatsoever here. Sounds lovely. Very rich and warm.
Marky, what Tim says is he didn't think a radio would go down or you could transmit the voice lower than 20 hertz. I said when we did mine on Spectra Plus, we managed to achieve 12 hertz, you remember?
Yeah, well, it's not just direct frequency response though. In terms of, so a lot of people think there's no point in using under like 60 hertz because they think the voice might not have anything below 60 hertz. But it don't work that way because you're still chopping off loads of other bits, other information that you hear under, you know. So it's yeah, it just needs to be left to breathe as much as possible because obviously some radios can start to sound a bit muddy with certain voices. If you've got a really deep voice, you know, sometimes you have to put a bit of a low cut on the radio or whatever to give you a bit of a help. I.e. the 100 hertz on the 890. If you've got a really boomy deep voice to start with, you can be advantageous to use the 100 hertz setting. But your voice isn't very deep, Tim, in terms of you know, the low lows. So you wouldn't have a problem at all just leaving that open. But it sounds very, very good, very, very good now. It's made the whole transmission for me sound far more natural, and it's took all the sterile sound away from the mid-range, Tim.
Well, let's have a quick listen, Tim. This is me transmitting now. You were, well, this is at 60 low cut now, okay? And I should imagine you may be able to hear the difference if you hear me, okay? And now that's back to 0.
The difference is like, it's like, I think chalk and cheese is the same.
Yeah, that's the difference. But what I will prove to you as well, that there probably won't be a lot of difference here now. I'll put mine to, that's on 10 hertz now. That's the TX filter 10 on 10 hertz on low cut. So that's 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 10. And okay, here we go. That's back to 0. So that'll be a very, very subtle difference as a bit of a demo for you, Tim.
Yeah, thanks, Tony. Well, I could hear the difference. I really could hear the difference from 10 going down to 0. So yeah, it's all a load of old rubbish, isn't it? And people say you can't really hear down that low. It makes a hell of a difference.
Yeah, there's loads of other information that is down there, because a lot of people have, well, in particular, I've had, you know, professional audio engineers argue with me about this before in the past, you know, in real life, not on the radio. But you know, people have said, you know, I've asked people how they EQ and stuff like that, professional audio engineers, and I say, well, how come you do that like that? You know, why'd you? And we always end up with this argument. Well, there's no point in EQing down there because you can't hear it anyway. But I've always experienced difference ever since being a young kid. Maybe some people can't hear it as much as others. I don't know. But there's definitely a lot more information to be had. Even if your lowest fundamental is, say, you know, 60 hertz, there's still information to be had down at 40 hertz, because obviously your voice doesn't drop off at a vertical line as well. It falls off on a nice gradual taper on a slope. So I mean, Tony's voice, Tim, if I had my receiver out full and listen to Tony's low end on Spectra Plus, his low end goes down to about 18 hertz, right at the lowest part of the slope. 18 hertz, Tim.
We love to communicate with elephants on here. I'm just going to get a drink.
The African elephants.
Hello, radio.
Yeah, blimey. Yeah, okay, that's fantastic. Yeah, thanks, guys. The trouble is, when I've got the audio setting set this low, it starts, I don't know, when I go on narrower bandwidth, it sounds too much, if you know what I mean. So I might have to set up some different audio profiles. I was trying to be lazy and just use the same profile over the whole lot. But, yeah, I'll just have to set a few different settings and away we go, I suppose. Back to you.
Yeah, well, what you do is, Tim, if you just EQ for the full, if you EQ for the full bandwidth, so just EQ as if you would in real life, you know, so right down low, and just EQ for the full sound, and then when you go narrower, just use the roll up on the transmitter. So, you know, use the low bandpass filter. So when you're on wide, leave it down at 0 or 10 or whatever it is, you know, your full sound. And then when you go narrower, just bump the radio up to about 50 or 60 hertz on the low cut, Tim, and that should counteract the heaviness on the narrower bandwidth, mate.
Yeah, Roger, yeah. I find they're about 100 hertz or about 100, 130 hertz, it seems to sound more boomy to me. I should try some different headphones and things as well, actually, just in case there's some living resonance going on here and I'm getting a bit of a false impression. But so as a result, anyway, I end up just taking all the bass out of the thing when I'm EQing it all. So yeah, I need to get out of that habit, I think. And,
I'm just going to go and top the G&T up. It's 10 o'clock and it's last orders.
Yeah, it's a far superior sound, Tim. I mean, it sounds really, really clean when you take the low end out. It sounds really clean, but it's too clean. It's almost clinical because you've got no low end to your voice. So it ends up being like a very, very mid-range, sort of toppy sound. but almost like a tinny sound because there's no weight to it. So when you put the low end back in, you just sound normal. You just sound absolutely normal. So it doesn't go boomy or anything like that. It just sounds like your voice should do. Then you can hear all the the lower timbers in there. Pass it round, Tone, because we're leaving all sorts out, aren't we?
Yeah, fire away, lads. Come on, jump in. I'm about to scoff some Galaxy chocolate, the extra large bar.
I've put my setup on that live chat. Come on, lads, you got to fill in your info.
Hello, 309 Alpha Mike here.
Is that a Daniel?
Roger.
Hello, Daniel. Nice to hear you. Not very strong into the UK this evening, Daniel, but I am hearing you. It's Mark M0MSW, Daniel. Good evening to you.
Hello, Mark M0MSW. This is Daniel 309 Alpha Mike. Today is not good propagation Poland to England. I'm testing new preset. I'm changing my system, computer system to different system and taking testing modulation. Microphone back to you, Mark.
Okay, Daniel. Yes, I understand. Yes, the conditions aren't very good here, but I did manage to copy you 100% there, Daniel. Okay, we must pass it round the group, Daniel. There's plenty on. So I'll pass it round to Bernard, G4ZUJ. See how he's copying you, Daniel. Round to you, Bernard. Okay, Bernie's not there. Are you back, Steve? Steve's not there. Are you there, John?
Oh, I am, but I'm just going to top my drink up.
Okay, mate, round to you, Ian.
Yeah, I note that the bandwidth of this receiver, he's got it down at, I'm not sure what it is. It's not. Is that 4K he's got it? I don't know. I can't work it out at the minute. Sounds a bit constricted at the moment.
Sounds better than Ian's.
Not quite sure what that is, Mark.
Yeah, I think it's only 4K, yeah, and I think he's only listening at 4K. If you can hear us, Kurt, can you open the RX passband filter? 8 kilohertz, Kurt, 8 kilohertz.
He's gone to bed.
Oh, he's gone to bed and left the stream on.
It's for us to mess about with and add what we need to.
We can't know if it's only 4K.
No, we can't mess about with that, but we can add the information, he said. You need to read.
Yeah, I've been waffling on there, and I might say. You see, that's why you haven't been waffling on there, because you've been reading on there.
Shut up.
Come on, have a waffle.
Well, I haven't got
Who's left anyway? Where's Bernie gone? What's up with Bernie?
Oh, no.
I'm back. I've been for a cuppa.
Oh, I did give a shout out, but nobody answered.
Yeah, we did call you, Bernie. Daniel's here.
Yeah, I've been out downstairs for a cuppa, Neil.
Come on, Bernard, you're feeling athletic.
Hey, who's left on? Because I don't know who's here and who's not anyway.
Well, Mark, you should do a roll call, shouldn't he, if he's in charge?
Shout him out, Marky.
Well, I'm still here, Bernard. M0VDO. And very good evening to Daniel.
Who's Daniel?
Very good evening, very good signal, but not today's good propagation, but your 59 MDB over is 9. Very good propagation, that's a very good copy, but not good propagation. Signal is not too strong as usually. Go ahead, please.
Yeah. Okay, Daniel. No, the condition's not the best. But you're still a lovely signal, and sounding great, Daniel. We've got loads of people on frequency, so work your way around everyone. I'll pass you over to Bernard next, who's Golf Whiskey 4, Zulu Uniform Juliet. Over to you, Bernard.
SKA.
Okay, Dave. Good evening, Daniel. Nice to speak with you again. Name here is Bernard, and my location is 20 kilometers north from the city of Cardiff. I'll give you a report on the next over. You may or may not remember, but back last week possibly, or a few days, there was quite a few on. So back around to you, Daniel. Go ahead, please.
Okay, Bernard, I copy you're not well. Your signal is dropping down in QS beta in this moment. The last report for you is 58. 58, my noise level in this moment is 57, but I copy you for 5. My name is Daniel, located near the Krakow, biggest city in the southern Poland. I'm using M7RSD Pro 2 of 300 whiskey in this moment. Microphone back to you, Bernard.
Okay, Daniel, well, you're coming over around about the 5 and 9, 59, Daniel, over.
Okay, thanks a lot for 59 for me for good report. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Daniel. We've got Dave, SKA. Around to you, Dave.
Oh, that was quick. Yeah, good evening, everybody. I'm not sure of your call sign, Daniel, but Mike 0, Sugar, Kilo Alpha, Dave. Key change about 40 kilometres north of Manchester. I'll give you a report on the next one, over.
Okay, Mike 0, Sugar, Kilo Alpha with company. This is 3 Zulu 9 Alpha Mike. My call is 3 Zulu 9 Alpha Mike, not popular prefix from Poland. My name is Daniel, located near the Krakow, biggest city in the southern Poland. My station is located. I work in remote. I am physically in the center of the city Krakow, and my station about 55 kilometers on the south of the Krakow. Microphone back to you, Dave.
Yeah, lovely, Daniel, excellent. Well, you're 5 and 8 to 9, 58 to 59 with me, over.
Okay, the last report for you is also 59. Microphone back to you.
Okay, thanks, Daniel. I'll pass it on to VDO because I'm not sure who's on, Tony. Over.
Yeah, okay, Dave. M0SKA from M0VDO. Very good evening to you, Dave. Trust all is well. Hope you're okay. Who's on? We've got John, M7RSD, Neil, 2E0KAX X-ray, me, Ian, M1KGC, Steve, M0EBJ, who else? Oh, there's loads on here, Dave. Whether they're all present at the microphone now is another question. I don't know if they've all disappeared for a drink or a cigarette, or I don't know what they're doing, but yeah, good stuff. You're a good signal with me as well, Dave. So, Marky, are you back? M0MSW from M0VDO.
Yeah, I can hear you, Tone, but only just about, matey. Only just about. The band has, the bottom has fell out of the bucket, Tone. The bottom has fell out of the bucket. Over.
Oh, wow.
The same time as you did the other night, didn't it?
Can't hear anybody at all now.
Hey,
Yeah,
you're
Tony
plus
stopped out
15,
same time as
Marty.
you did the other night.
Well, I could hear SKA on his last over. Can you still hear me, Dave?
You're not very strong, Tony. I can hear Mark. I can hear Bernard. Good evening, Bernard. I'll see if Mark can hear me. Can you hear me, Mark? M0MSW, M0SKA.
I think the band has gone, Tone. Are you hearing me, Tone?
M7RSD is back and the band seems to have died.
Is anybody hearing me? M0 Mike Sierra Whiskey.
Yeah, about 5
I'm
and
going to
7,
disappear,
Marty.
guys.
5 and
It's
7.
M0KEP. Thanks very much, and we'll catch you again soon. 7-3 all.
The band has totally gone, chaps. I'm not hearing anybody.
Yeah, somebody came in and said 7-3 then.
0 Kilo Echo Papa, Tim. I'm going to call it a night, guys. I think it's going to die anyway, so if anybody can hear me, hopefully I'll catch you soon anyway. 7-3 all.
Is anybody hearing me? M0
Yeah,
Mike
73
Sierra
Tim
Whiskey.
from M7RSD.
Okay, guys, I think this Aurora in this moment. I in New Poland, I copy well any station from England, but I think your didn't copy local. Okay, Mike 0, Mike Sierra Whiskey. This is 309 Alpha Mike.
Yeah, okay, Daniel. I'm hearing you just about, Daniel, but I can't hear anybody else at all. So I think the band is absolutely closed for us in England, Daniel. So all the best, Daniel, and speak to you soon. Take care.
Okay, thanks a lot for nice QSO. Best wishes for all, 7-3 for all. I'm staying in this frequency because doing work in my computer, and in this frequency maybe propagation will be better. Maybe condition is back, but I don't think so because it's the same situation 2 days before is also, but 2 days before in the short skip is closed, but a very excellent long skip. Now I hear the short skip is closed and long skip is also closed. Thanks a lot. Bye bye. 7-3.
Thank you, Daniel. You're always welcome. You're always welcome. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Copy.
Yeah,
is anybody copying me, or are you copying me, Tony?
M0KA. I'm not sure who's left on. I managed to get the live stream on, Mark, if you can hear me. Yeah, good evening, Bernard. I hope you're well, over.
Yeah, I'm okay. Lots of the boys are dropping out.
M0VDO, M0MSW.
Neil is. You're okay though, you're about plus 15. How do you get on with the 2496? What's happening on that score, Dave, over?
I'm giving up with it for now, Bernard. I can't be bothered with the hassle. It's going back, get a refund, and maybe try and pick one up locally that doesn't have to be posted or something. But yeah, it's I've had my fingers burnt, Bernard, and I'm not happy with it, over.
Yeah, okay, let's have a check who else is on here. John, M7RSD, copy.
Well, you dropped right off with me, Bernard, then. Is there anybody left on the frequency, Mike 0SKA?
Started to drop off as well, Dave.
Yeah, can you hear me, Dave? M7RSD.
Yeah, I can hear somebody there, but not sure who that is.
Yeah, you're dropping down. If you can hear me, Dave, you're dropping down to about 5.6, 5.7.
Okay, Marky, MSW, are you there, Mark, over?
Mike 0 MSW, this is 309 Alpha Mike, people from England is calling.
Yeah, Daniel, can you copy me, M7RSD?
Mike 0SKA, going clear?
Yes, I copy you very well, but I think the short skip is working better. Long skip is working better than short skip, over.
Yeah, I can hear you okay, Daniel. 5 and 9 plus 10 there, go ahead.
Okay, in this moment 59, band is closed for short skip. Okay, now you're listening to this frequency, 73 for you.
Yeah, okay, Daniel, no problem. Nice to hear you. 73 is here.
73, I see you soon in better condition, but I mean, from England to Poland, not good condition at this moment. I copy signals, but not too strong in this moment.
Anybody copying me? M7RSD?